Greetings, greetings, greetings to all of my loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. Anybody who's taking the time out to watch this video, I just want to express gratitude. Thank you for taking the time out to look at a broader perspective and to learn and to heal. I hope your healing journey goes well. Okay? Now, for all you content stealers, I have something for you as well. On behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. This information is given directly to me as a divine channel, and any use and or reproduction of this information without the proper accreditation or acknowledgement from where this information was received will result, and I repeat, will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing parties and or individuals. And so it is. Now that we got that out the way, today I would like to talk to you guys about something that a lot of people have an issue with, okay? Remembering where you came from. Now, remembering where you came from, there's pros and cons to keeping the memory alive, okay? Paying homage to your roots, should I say. Because a lot of times, whenever people are pursuing their dreams, a lot of times, depending on where they are from, the vibration of the people around them energetically, a lot of times people may tend to say, oh, they think they're better than us. They forgot where they came from. I remember a time when we all were doing X, Y, and Z. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but just because you see somebody making moves to improve themselves, that does not mean that they are not still the same person, okay? Because first and foremost, circumstances make you who you are. How you go through obstacles that are put in your way, trials and tribulations, and how you come out of it, how your perspective shifts and changes once you achieve certain accomplishments and once you overcome certain obstacles and once you progress in life. That's what truly makes you who you are. So a lot of times people would prefer for their own comfortability level, excuse my accent, y'all, I'm Jamaican, but for their own comfortability level, people would prefer for people to still carry themselves the way that they did when they were in a lesser position or when they had lesser means in order to feed that other person's ego. Especially when somebody comes from an environment that may have been toxic, or where the other people around them were not as ambitious as they were, and they get up out the hood, they get up out the environment, they look around at their environment and their circumstances, and they decide, okay, that's not what I want for myself. A lot of times when they try to go back to visit those people, or even to inspire those people, or even to say, hey, I'm doing good, I would like for you to do good as well. A lot of times those people instead would choose to tear them down and say that they don't remember where they came from. And now I would say that they do. However, some people remember where they came from in a negative way, so they try to come back to the hood, we're gonna say, and they want to flex on people. And those, a lot of times, those are the people who end up getting killed. Because what you have to understand, and this ties greatly into my video about poverty mindset and the minority, is that everybody is not always happy to see you succeed. And when you know that you're doing good for yourself, there is no reason for you to go back. That's going backwards. There's no reason for you to go back to where you came from just to rub in people's faces that you are successful now and you have made it. That's how people get killed. All right? A truly successful person does not have to go out of their way to rub it in people's face, especially people from their past face saying, hey, look at me now, I made it. The proof will be in the pudding. And I guarantee you, if you are living your purpose, the people around you saw that you had purpose before you did. So those very same people, they're going to be coming checking for you. So there's no need for you to go back. Because a lot of times, also too, people feel as though they don't want to seem like sellouts. So once they obtain a measure of success, they decided they want to go back to the same hood that was tearing them down, where they received the most stress, struggles, and tribulations, right? They want to go back there and they want to try to make a difference in that community. But what you have to keep in mind as well is in circumstances like that, if they were trying to take you down when you were not doing good, if you try to go there, even trying to make a positive difference, they're going to want to take you down even more. Sometimes it's best for you to feed your past with a long-handled spoon. And that's what a lot of people need to understand. That's not saying that once you obtain a measure of success that you forget where you came from. You always remember where you came from. Always. Because you can always end up there again. And that is another thing that people have the issue with as far as remembering where they came from. I can't help but to notice as I look around me, I'm very happy for everybody who is blessed, who's receiving their blessings and is in their time, you know what I mean? Their reaping season. Okay? Blessings to you all. However, there are a lot of people, look at our predecessors before us, right? There are a lot of people who, once they made it to where they wanted to be, they forgot where they came from. They forgot how they struggled, and they tend to look down their nose at people. There's a lot of musical artists that made it in their own way, whatever way looks good, for their numbers, for their charts, for their measure of success. There's numerous musicians who have made it, and once they made it to the point to where they felt like they were on top of the world, or they felt as though they were better than everybody or more successful than the people around them, instead of positively sowing those seeds back into those people in those communities, the people who put the money in their pockets essentially, instead of that, they chose to look down their noses at people. They chose to look at people like they were peons or lesser than. And lo and behold, a lot of those same people are falling again, because what goes around comes around. Whatever kind of energy you put out, that is what you are going to receive. No matter how long it takes, it will happen. That's why it's very important, all right? As you climb your way to success to the top, never forget where you came from. However, make sure that you take the lessons that you learned. Okay? The harder your past was, the more that you should remember where you came from, to ensure that not only don't you go back there again, but also to ensure that you don't become like the kind of people who tried to bring you down. Because a lot of times people, they put on their airs, right? And money changes people, and they forget those things. And it's very important for you to always remain humble, because God giveth and God taketh away. And a lot of people are learning that lesson right now. And that right there is enough for us upcoming stars, humanitarians, world leaders, us life-changing individuals, star seeds, whatever else we are that are implanted here on earth that have a purpose. Is very important for us to learn from other people's lessons now, before we get into that position and we make those same mistakes. But never, ever, ever miss the struggle to the point where you start doing things that put yourself, your success, your career, your future, and your bloodline at risk. A lot of times people are not thinking past themselves, and that is also an issue. Okay? It takes a village for everything. Whether your village be here on earth, flesh and blood people, and we also need to realize who is for us as we are leaving our toxic past. We need to take off those rose-colored glasses and really, really take stock and evaluation of the struggles, who held us down, what held us back in the past, so that we don't make those same mistakes. Okay? And we need to be living, walking, breathing examples of that to our peers, because sadly enough, a lot of times our predecessors, our ancestors, generations before us, they wanted to always, hammer into us. Remember where you came from. Remember where you came from. Don't forget where you came from. They used to do that in a way to try to humble us and instill fear in us. Okay? But what you have to understand and realize is the same people who always want to hammer into you to remember where you came from, those are the same people that are also stuck in the past. You have to remember where you came from, but you have to be able to leave those memories there as well in the past. All right? You don't want to end up having excess baggage, because you cannot reap your manifestations if you're holding on to the past. That's why it's very important for you to have discernment and to filter through your past and take what is only necessary with you. Those motivational thoughts, remembering the struggle so that you can express gratitude in the now while you're reaping. That's for you to express gratitude. That's not for you to be bitter to people. Okay? It's not for you to, once you're living your lavish lifestyle, you want some excitement, so you want to go back to the hood and act normal again for a week. That's how you get killed. Okay? If anything, and you want to pour back into those communities, find ways to make it a better environment for the people that are still there, like how you wish it was when you were there. That's how you make a difference. That's the proper way to remember where you came from, right? That's positive exoneration. Building it up to what you wish it was. People, we have to stop being so selfish, especially with these memories. We got to stop clinging to these toxic memories. We have to stop instilling those negative habits of the past into these new upcoming generations. Always remember where you came from, but always remember that it's in the past and it needs to stay there. Take the lessons, take the blessings, and move forward graciously with a positive mindset and a positive outlook for life. Right? Don't wish ill on anybody from your past. Just keep it moving. That's how you remember where you came from in a positive way. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. And also keep in mind that for your spiritual journey, I have everything that you are looking for. Crystals are vitally important to letting go of the past, negative energies, cleansing your energy, manifesting more positive energy, embracing other energies, your creativity, X, Y, and Z. That's what crystals are for, my love. I also have butters for you. Body butters, all natural, for love, money, and prosperity. All three major elements that you will need on your path and your spiritual journey for success. And all of that can be found on Etsy, on Empress Oracle Shop. The link is in the bio. Don't be scared. And good luck. I love you all. Okay? Remember where you came from, but don't let that hold you back from where you're going. Be blessed. I love you all.